What's up, everybody? My name's Taylor Van Allen, and welcome to the new YouTube channel. I love it. So the reason why we have started this new YouTube channel is because I am a teacher for a day program for adults with disabilities. I've been there for about 6 years now, and during these closures and troubling times, we still need a way to communicate with our individuals, with our clients, and educate them on certain lessons and still have fun with them. We're going to be covering topics from cooking to sports and hygiene, like you see here, and just a wide variety of topics. And so we would love to have anyone who would like to be involved come and join. You can subscribe just like all the other YouTube channels, and you can keep up with us. This is going to be a great channel for anyone with kids or just anyone who's looking for some good entertainment. And so soon you're going to be able to meet some of the other staff members that we have. They're going to be doing lessons, and we hope you join. So let's start with the first lesson, which is hygiene. And so even though we've heard so much about hygiene lately, you can never talk about it too much. And right now, this is a pretty fun lesson. We go over some funny photos and a wide variety of things, more than just washing your hands. So let's get started. So hygiene, how being clean can affect you and the health of others. Showering, ooh! I showered this morning, so I'm doing okay. But during quarantine, it can be easy to forget. You're just lounging around, you're not really always exercising too much, and so you always gotta remember to shower. So let's get started on this, smells and germs. So why we should shower. So we have body odors that smell, okay? It's called BO, gross. And so we have to make sure that we get all that body odor off of us, because we might smell, and even though you might not mind your own smells, you have family members who might mind your smell. So, oof. And so it's more than just your body odor and your smells. We build up germs on our body. So as we walk around, as we go on walks, if you go to the grocery store, just being around people and different things, you start to collect germs on your body, on your clothes, face, people with beards, on your hands, everywhere, hats, all types of stuff. So you build up germs all over your body. And so you want to make sure that you feel fresh and clean, and that will give you energy throughout the day. So if you're finding that you have a lack of energy, sometimes that can just be the fact that, you're all oiled up and gross, and you feel gross, and if you feel gross, then you don't have very much energy. And so it's important to shower not only for the smells, the respect for yourself, your body oils and germs on you, but really just got to make sure that you stay clean, just for a mindset. So it can be really important to do that, okay? So more energy and eye support. I'm someone who over the years has started to lose some of their eyesight, and I've had to start getting glasses. And I noticed that if I don't shower, sometimes I can just feel a little bit more pasty in the eyes, and my eyes don't feel as fresh. And so there's a lot of research on showering and how that can really affect your eye health. So I noticed that even just washing water over my face can sometimes really help my eyes and keep them open, and I can see better and I feel better, and it's really good for your eye support. All right. In what order do we shower? Now, this is something that is more of a joke, but at the same time, sometimes we find ourselves getting out of the shower and we still got soap in our hair, or, soap under our armpits. I've done it before, and so I think this is kind of a funny way of talking about it. And so warm water kills more germs. And so cold showers are really great for inflammation and really wakening up. And so that is very encouraged. Warm water, though, kills a lot more germs. So it's good to at least have a period of your shower, or a period of washing your hands in much more warm water, just so that you can kill more germs. So start with warm water, and make sure you don't get that soap in your eyes, because that's a bummer. So just like that eye support, you want to make sure that you keep your eyes fresh and clean, but don't use soap to do it. So just being in the shower will help with that. So scrub everywhere with soap, all right? You don't just want to get in the shower, put some soap on, go like this, and then hop out, okay? So you want to make sure that you get all up in there, Yeah, getting all the nooks and crannies. All right. So it's really important to do that because, that's usually where we start to collect the most body oils and smells is in those nooks and crannies. So make sure you really dig in there and scrub away because that's really going to help, okay? So make sure you rinse off the soap, all right? It can be easy to just scrub down and then just kind of do a little turn and then hop out. But you want to make sure that you get all that soap off so that you don't have any buildup of soap on you. That can sometimes really dry out your skin. And so make sure you really rinse off extremely well. That's really going to be good for your skin too. So make sure you do your rinsing and turn off that water. We're in a generation now where you got to really just conserve as much of everything. So you don't want to, take up too much water. So make those showers only, 3 to 6 minutes maybe, and try and not take 30-minute showers because that's really wasteful for water. So remember that, and then remember to dry off, because if you don't dry off, a lot of times you can end up smelling because you have all that water buildup, and then it quickly turns into body odor. So make sure you dry off really well, and that's going to really help. Ooh, brushing your teeth. All right, I have kind of a little bit of a glare going on, so sometimes I have a hard time seeing, so I have to look down at my laptop. So brushing your teeth. The smells and germs we have in our mouths. Ugh. So you want to make sure that you always brush your teeth. We've always heard this since we were little. But it's important that we do it all the way until the end. So why do we brush our teeth? So if you look at, oh my gosh, that's nasty. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. All right. So why do we brush our teeth? Think in your head. Why would we even do that? What's the point? This is a big old hole in our face, all right? And we just shove things in there every 2 seconds, all right? And so we have to make sure that we clean it so that we keep these puppies nice and clean, all right? And there's a lot of things that go with keeping our teeth clean. All right, so let's start. So plaque buildup. Plaque is a lot of this yellow, gross stuff right here. And the more that builds up, you're going to start seeing a weird yellow color, sometimes even brown, and that starts to eat away at your teeth, all right? And so that can start to decay your gums, and it's really bad for your teeth. Once your teeth are gone, you don't just grow them back. It's not like your hair, all right? And so you have to make sure that you keep your teeth nice and clean, all right? Also, breath. Just like the showering and the body odor, you may not care about your own body odor. You may not care what your breath smells like, but your family, your dog, friends, nobody likes it. I have a dog, Riley. If I don't brush my teeth and I go to snuggle with him, he just is like, see ya, man. Don't want to be with you. All right? So brush your teeth. Make sure you do that. All right? Stronger and less sensitive. All right? So if you don't brush your teeth, they're going to become really sensitive because now they're weak. And so if you have weak teeth, like this person has here, and you don't brush your teeth, then every time that you have something hot or something really cold, or if you eat something really hard, that's going to really change how your teeth feel while you're eating those things. So people who don't take care of their teeth, if they go and drink some hot tea or something hard, it just hurts. It's painful. And that's not enjoyable. And so we want to be able to enjoy everything that we eat or drink. So you want to make sure that you brush for those reasons too. Also, teeth health is related to your heart. So there's a lot of research that has come out over the past many years about the plaque in our mouths has to do with a lot of the plaque in our hearts. And so we want to make sure that we brush our teeth to really take care of a lot of our arteries and veins and our heart so that we can live as long as possible. So this is the teeth section. Hope you enjoyed it. So what do you need to brush your teeth? Can you just go outside and grab a branch and some grass and dip it in the hose water and start going in tune? No, that's not going to help anything, all right? So you want to make sure that you use all the right things, all right? So toothbrush, all right? You got one of those. Don't use your hair comb, all right? Not good. You're going to get hair in there. Not good, all right? Not going to work the same. So toothbrush, all right? And you need a sink, all right? I know that there's some people who put that on and they start walking around their house. and go around, and then next thing you know, you dripped all over the ground, and it's so gross. And then you got to scrub, and then you got more cleaning to do. So you want to make sure that you just stay over the sink, so everything goes over the sink. All right. So sink and toothpaste. All right. I actually know of a lot of people who like to just take out their toothbrush and they don't even use toothpaste just because they maybe don't love the taste of it, or they think that just the scrub gets enough off. But toothpaste really helps lift that plaque and germs and smell off of your teeth so that you can have cleaner teeth. And so make sure that you use your toothpaste and water. All right. And so if you don't have water to kind of mix with that toothpaste and lift all those germs and plaque and gunk off your teeth, it's not going to go very well. So you want to make sure that you have a sink, water, toothpaste, everything that you need so that you can keep your mouth completely clean. All right. Also time. You need time to scrub. All right. If you just put toothpaste on your brush and you're doing everything right, but you're just 1, 2, 3, that doesn't really do anything. You want to make sure that you go for a long period of time, whether that's 30 seconds or even up to like 2 minutes. I have a toothbrush that has a little timer on it, and it always feels longer than what I want to do. And so, but that's the amount of time that you need in order to really scrub everything off of there. So make sure you brush as long as you possibly can, because that's really going to help. Also try and brush your tongue, because we get a lot of stuff on our tongues that can be really gross. So that's another thing. Spit. Ugh. Don't spit unless it's in a sink. All right. So, but you want to make sure that you spit, don't miss. All right. Otherwise you're going to be cleaning your mirror. All right. I have to do it all the time as long as you get it into the sink. So spit it out, try and not swallow it. There are a lot of things in toothpaste that we just don't always want to be ingesting and swallowing. It's not always the healthiest for us. And so make sure you spit it out. You can even rinse with a little bit of water if you don't love the taste afterwards. And that can be a good way to brush your teeth. So, yep. Make sure you don't got that toothpaste on your face. I do that a lot. I'll go to work right here. The old beard collects it. Don't do it. So make sure you look up into the mirror and don't just run out of the house, because you don't want toothpaste on your face. All right, let's move it along. Oh, we got some pictures. That walrus, he's brushing his teeth. Oh, we got a dog. He's brushing his teeth too. Actually, he might be brushing in a different way, just kind of like gnawing on the toothbrush, but I'm sure it's cleaning in some sort of way. And then, oh, this is my favorite one. We got the orangutan. I bet you the flavor of his toothpaste is tangerine. It's tang. I bet he's got tang flavor. Love it. All right. Now we got this little mouse. Ooh. We may not like mouse because, they're kind of gross and they kind of freak us out. That guy's cute. I'm going to name him Earl. That guy's Earl. Earl brushes his teeth. He's got a small toothpaste, small toothbrush. He's getting after it. I'd be friends with Earl. Anyways, moving on. Oh, gross. So, things we should and should not touch, all right? Some things we should not touch for your health and safety, all right? So, often we just see food and we just want to eat it, all right? I can get that way. So we don't want to eat everything and we don't want to touch anything, all right? And so especially during these times, you don't know where it's been and you really don't want to get sick. So let's take a look. What are things we should not touch? All right, so the ground and your feet, all right? So often we're not cleaning the ground. We're usually cleaning surfaces like tables or our hands. Everything that's off the ground, we tend to clean a lot more than the ground itself. But that doesn't mean that all the things that are on these surfaces or in the air don't settle onto the ground. And so these things settle onto the ground, and it's important that we don't touch it because that can be where a lot of germs are. Also, when you leave your house, you're walking all around Earth and then bringing it right back into your home, and it settles on the ground. So you want to make sure that you don't touch the ground and don't touch your feet or your shoes, because that can be where a lot of germs are. Have you ever stepped in gum and you're just kind of sitting there, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, gum, it's the worst. And then you got to touch the gum, and then the gum starts going crazy, and then it's not good. All right. Reminds me of Elf movie. He just starts eating it all. Germs, not good. So, food on the ground. All right. This is one where you want to eat every French fry that you were given, and it really makes you sad when you drop one. But don't eat it, all right, because of the things we just said. It falls onto the ground, germs get onto the French fry, you eat the French fry, next thing you know, you're throwing up, and it's really gross. You don't want it, all right? Food poisoning is the worst, all right? Things in the bathroom. Get in, get out, all right? Bathrooms, all right? That's where all the things come out. It's where all the germs are. Just get in, get out. Call it a day. Wash those hands. Don't touch the rim of the toilet seat. Don't be playing, all right? That's not a mini swimming pool. You just go do your business, flush the toilet, wash your hands, dry them, get out of there, all right? So each other and strangers, and this is kind of more important than ever right now. So you want to make sure that we're not touching each other and strangers, because everybody else carries a certain amount of germs with them, and we want to make sure that we do not transport those germs from one individual to another. So you want to really make sure that we just keep our personal space, keep our hands to ourselves, do the elbows. Soon I'm sure we can do knuckles, maybe a side hug in the future down the road. And so we want to make sure that we respect everyone's space, all right? And there's a lot of reasons for that, okay? So we want to use respect as much as possible. Food that isn't yours. It might be moldy or contaminated, all right? So oftentimes we go into, our bread drawer, and we see, just a loaf of bread, and you just start making a Sammy, and you're just hungry, right? But that doesn't always mean that the food that's in your house hasn't gone bad, okay? And so you have to make sure that you're always looking at what your food has on it, and does it look right? Does it have green on it? Does it have weird colors or anything like that? Because that can actually make you really sick, and you don't want to get really sick, okay? So always make sure that you look at your food. And also, when you share food with people, that can kind of happen too. Sometimes you really don't know what's in someone else's lunchbox, or, someone might be getting ready to throw out something moldy. So make sure you kind of just stick to whatever food that you have as well. Ooh, germs. All right, wash your hands. Wash them. Do it. Germs are invisible, okay? We cannot see these things, okay? So if you could see germs, they would be everywhere, all right? And this is what can make us sick. So we have to make sure that we wash our hands, and wash our hands extremely well, all right? So cleanliness is the friendliest, and this is what we are going to end on, all right? So we want to make sure that we're clean for ourselves, we're clean for our friends, we're clean for our families, and just for our overall health, all right? So we want to make sure that in order to be a kind person to others and ourselves and really help out in this time, we want to make sure that we are as clean as possible. And that goes with touching our faces as well. I'm one of those people who really kind of, likes to itch his beard and different kind of stuff like that. And so try and just keep your hands away from your face, and just do your part during this time so that we can all stay healthy and we can get back to our normal lives. And so I think that's the best way to make a contribution to this planet right now, and just be a kind person. So I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. Soon we're going to be having some different lessons. I'm going to be going over some sports. We have a staff member, Katie, who's going to be going over making some paper airplanes and just a wide variety of things. We have a staff member, Joe, who's going to be going over some jokes, and I hope they're really good, and I hope you enjoy this. We'll see you next time.